Howdy, all y'alls. Just to get things off the bat, I think I've got 2 or 3 new subscribers, and thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. I don't make any money doing this, obviously. I do this just for the information that I might be able to provide for other people who are having trouble with Pakistani parlor pipes or whatever. So that, and I post this most kind of for my own enjoyment, just for something to do. Now, I haven't been posting very much lately because I drive a fixed route transit bus for a living. It's a 40-foot long bus that weighs around 70,000 pounds, and the route that I drive is very short and very fast. And the route right now, because of the planned projects that are going on in the city that I live in, my route is on 100% detour. So there's no design to it other than the fact turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right. It's all and it's been hot, and some of the buses, the AC doesn't work so great. And that's not a complaint, that's just a fact of whatever happens. So what has ended up happening is, on some days, what happens is I basically run the route as fast as I can, within the limits of safety and lights and speed limits and stuff like that. But I run the route as fast as I can to stay on time, so that potentially I can get a break. Well, because of all the detours, my normal break is only about 5 minutes for each run. Now, and if I get a wheelchair or 2 wheelchairs, then I'm behind. So it's kind of stressful, and you're constantly going all the time, and you're in suburban traffic, which is not suburban. I don't know how to describe Ogden, but the route is intensive. I'll put it that way. And for newbie drivers, it's a hard route. But I've been driving since the Stone Age. So anyway, I haven't been posting because, well, dagnabbit, I just literally am exhausted, tired. And I did go to an open mic thing, and there was like 3 people there. Then one of my friends called me, and so I went outside in the parking lot and ended up chatting with him for almost an hour. He's basically my brother. We kind of grew up in our early teens. Well, I was probably like 10 or 11 years old, and he was in his teens, and his brother, and there's 2 brothers, and they're basically my brothers because we connected in so many different ways, and we share a lot of experiences. So to me, having an hour-long conversation with him in the parking lot on the phone is worth more than going inside and busking for 3 people. Not busking, but open mic for 3 people. It's not that I don't care about the open mic, it's that my personal contacts are more important to me than going out and doing something that's just for the fun of it. So anyway, my last big video was about fixing drone reeds. So, and in the area where I live, it is really dry, and so what I use for air conditioning is called an evaporative cooler, which works awesome, but it raises the humidity inside the house to a fairly high level. And so, well, my Bass Pakistani parlor pipes, I had the air is so humid that my drone mounts and everything were starting to get really tight, and I was really afraid of cracking the wood, even though they're okay, worthless bagpipes. They are worth something to me. So, well, I undid everything so that I wouldn't split any of my stocks or anything like that. Well, what ended up happening, now, I had a good run with the setup on these pipes. I mean, 3 or 4 years without having to do any major adjustments or anything like that to them. Well, when I left them out undone in a safe area from the cats, the rubber on the bridles dried out. And so it was kind of like, and it's the same thing happened with the soprano pipes. The soprano pipes is a little bit different. That was just regular maintenance, but this was out of the ordinary, and the O-rings all dried up, and then all of a sudden everything turned, it was a cascading thing, and I ended up having to rehemp everything on my base Pakistani pipes, redo the drone reeds, and then now I'm still settling them back in to semi-normal. Actually, I think they sound mellower than they did before, but they're still, the reeds are still figuring out where they want to be, so they're not 100% stable. I did post, or not post, but I did make a video in the dry room of my bagpipes galore practice pipes, and it's pretty long, so I'm debating about posting it because I'm not really happy with my piping on it, because I can make all kinds of excuses, but I'm not happy with my piping on it. But it's a good example of what those drones, what the bagpipes galore practice pipes sound like without any echo or reverb. So if anybody who's watching this thinks I should post that video, even though I'm not happy with it, I'll post it. It's pretty long, but you know, that's what fast forward's for. And so that's it on there. I haven't had time to show how you set up the drone reeds and everything like that, but I already posted that video. So the thing with the bagpipes galore drone reeds is it takes a little bit of time for them to settle. Now with the bagpipes galore practice pipes are a little bit different. For whatever reason, they settled in just fine, and I haven't had to mess with those for I don't know how long. So, you know, I guess it goes down to the theory of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I was worried about cracking the wood on this Shisham wood, which is probably more flexible and more forgiving than black wood would be under the same circumstances. So there's that. Now I've been playing these a little bit today, just before I posted this, or before I clocked into this video. So I don't know how they're going to sound, or if they're going to be fussy, because they've been kind of fussy today. Let's see. bass drone, you can hear it, would have heard it, well, I could hear it growling, which tells me that the drone reed is wet. Which it is. And now this is an Ulan, yeah, it's wet. If this is an Ulan Pipes drone reed, this is the only one I could find that would work with this. Yeah. They're taking a lot more air too. That could be anything. I had kind of a cold or something a couple weeks ago, and I still had a dry cough from it, and that might be affecting my blowing also. So it's going to take a while for me to get these back to being as efficient as they used to be, because they're not quite enjoyable to play right now. Something made noise. What is that? Let's see. You can hear the water or condensation is getting past the chanter reed, so it's starting to rattle. That's just because I've been playing with these all day. Here she comes, Miss America. Alright, kitty cat. My cats have been kind of depressed, acting depressed because I haven't been playing. Believe it or not. See, she's not moving. So the kitty cat's back. Oh, Zena. Say hi. Kitty cat. Ow. Look at those eyes. Oh, he's such a good kitty cat. Meow. So anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you want me to post that other video. I might post it anyway, just for the hell of it. Because I'm eventually gonna... No, you cannot play with the smoke. Eventually, do a long set. Woo wee, you stinky kitty. You kitty fart. Meow. So there, Jules is, I don't know where he went. I heard his bell. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you for my new subscribers. Don't forget to let me know if I should post that other video, even though I'm not happy with it. That's the Bagpipes Galore practice pipes. And I was, towards the end, because I've been playing those a lot too, because these have been fuss budgety. So anyway, thanks for watching, and there it is, and have a good night, and hasta la vista. Bye.